Hi everyone, it's Linda Peterson here. Today I'm working in my grid journal. It's been a while since I got this thing out and I wasn't feeling very creative, which has been kind of my thing lately, which has been kind of frustrating. I've been wanting to make art, but I just haven't felt very creative. So I made myself go into my studio and do this grid journal. The pieces of collage papers that I'm using there are actually just pieces of paintings that I did, some small paintings, and I cut them up and made artist trading cards out of them. ACOO, artist trading cards, ATCO. I'll look that up and I'll put it in the description. I forget what they're called. Anyway, artist trading cards. So I cut them up, and so these were the leftover bits from those, and they have some nice patterns and some fun colors. So I thought I would keep them and use them in my journal here. I started with just my Neocolor crayons just to put some scribbles down so I'm not looking at a blank page, and just started gluing some bits down. Not thinking about anything as usual, just going with my intuition. And these the papers that I'm using, it was like hard watercolor paper, so they're quite thick, and my journal pages are pretty thin. So I was having trouble here getting them to adhere. I'm using gel medium, matte gel medium to get them to stick down, but that one right there, maybe because it was so thin, I don't know, it just would not stick down. I don't really like the end result with this because of the thickness of these papers. I prefer thinner papers, but it doesn't matter. It's just my grid journal and I'm just having some fun. I don't know if you saw a minute ago, I put that one piece into the water there. It's just plain water there, and I'm just trying to soften up the paper a little bit to see if that would help it adhere. I found that it really didn't. It was just making more of a mess because everything was wet and I kept dropping, droplets of water. And so I gave that up and just went with the glue or the matte medium, and just hoped for the best and didn't worry about it too much. And it worked out fine. They're not coming off unless I tore them off. So it's all good. But again, I don't think I would use this thick of paper on top of such a thin substrate. So lesson learned. Anyway, so a lot of these paintings were done at the same time. They were done in a grid, so they were taped off or just lined off, and I did a whole painting and then cut them up. So the papers all went together. There's a lot of the same colors. So I know that this whole 2-page spread here will be very cohesive in the color story, and I'm just doing more of like sort of just block printing sort of with these pieces. I'm not there's really not other than no other shape other than the rectangles or squares. I think at one point I did do a circle, but most of it was just kind of squares and rectangles. And don't know if I really liked it at the end, but it was fun to do. I've never really done anything like this, with using my own painted, paintings torn up, and also just kind of making them all kind of square and rectangle. But that I had to do with the fact that I just wasn't feeling super creative, and this was like the easiest thing I felt that I could do, and not really care about it, and just go with flow and see what happens. Some of these little pieces I thought really had some lovely little patterns on them, and they were kind of cute just as they were by themselves. But anyway, so I just went along and just glued things down, tried to make some sort of design here on each little square as it's being its own little painting. And that's about it. So I'm going to play some music for you rather than me just narrating what I'm doing here, because it's basically the same thing, just picking up pieces and gluing them down. And I will meet up with you at the end. Thank you.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone, so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, They say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Okay, so I think I'm done with putting down papers. And so here I got out my Posca pens just to put in some sort of lines and dots and adding a little bit more color here and there just to kind of finish them off a little bit. And I do add a little bit of color in each one of the squares, and love my Posca pens. They are so fun to use, and the colors are so bright, and they're always, my go-to to add any sort of small details to either small works or even my larger paintings. I will use them. So yeah, so here just adding a little color here and there, lots of line work. I do have a lot of lines in all of these, and so I just kind of went with that, and also with my circles. Love my circles and dots, and yeah, just kind of finishing them off. Again, these aren't beautiful works of art. Some of them I like more than others. In particular, that one on the right hand side in the middle left. I like that big dark kind of circular line with the red and the lines. I think that one is probably my favorite of all of them. If you have a favorite, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe, make a comment. All those things help my channel, and I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping to grow this and just get more of my art out there. And so that is about it. I'm going to leave you again with some music, and I hope to see you guys next week. Sorry, I did not post a video last week. I just was not feeling it. So instead of forcing it, I just let it go, and it's okay. So anyway, I will see you all next time.